Teen and unplanned pregnancy, a rising epidemic. Let's imagine for a second a 17-year-old girl named Abby going into her senior year of high school, honor student, she's dating a senior football player, full-ride Scholastic scholarship, junior prom dress hanging in the background behind her, and she's holding a pregnancy test with 2 pink lines. Abby was never given proper examples of sex education as a teenager. Her mother, who was a statistic herself, and now she is too. Abby is a product of an unplanned teen pregnancy. She was not given the resources available to teach her about proper sex education. She has no access to family planning resources, and she wants more than anything to continue her life as planned. Abby, however, is unable to continue with her education in the traditional sense. She must drop out of high school and get her GED. She must rescind her acceptance and her scholarship to a state university that she worked 4 years to get. She's also forced to acquire 2 minimum wage jobs at a fast food restaurant and a grocery store just to support her and her child. She has to receive government assistance for the next 5 years to make ends meet, and she's now on welfare and food stamps. Abby has to use friends and family to watch her child while she is working. She rarely spends quality time with her baby, and her baby grows up to develop emotional disorders and developmental issues. Abby is our best friend. Abby was our sister. Abby was our cousin. Abby was our peers. Abby is you and me. She is our future, and she is our reality. Teen pregnancy, according to Wikipedia, is defined as pregnancies in women under the age of 20, regardless of marital status. All of us at one point in time have been privy or been affected to teen or unplanned pregnancy. Perhaps our young society has just become incapable of the responsibility to control the associations with sexual activity and maturity. Try to imagine what it would be like to be raised, predisposed to an environment riddled with teen pregnancies, low-income housings, and government assistance. All of us know how hard parenthood is alone. I guarantee you personally all know somebody who has been affected by teen pregnancy in their life. This is a scenario where the United States has one of the highest teen pregnancy rates in the entire Western industrialized world. This is a reality where 3 in 10 teen American girls will get pregnant at least once before the age of 20. Approximately 750,000 teen pregnancies occur every year, according to DoSomething.org. Parenthood is the leading cause for teen girls to drop out of high school, and it is stated that more than 50% of teen mothers will never receive their GED or high school diploma. There is a reality where 25% of teen moms give birth to their second child within the 24 months of giving birth to their first, and less than 2% of teen moms ever earn a college degree or education. Today, let's discuss the problems associated with teen and unplanned pregnancy, some causes in this epidemic, and some solutions that could possibly lessen the detrimental problem. Three major issues associated with teen pregnancy are the limitations it creates, as well as psychological, physiological, and financial strains it puts on families involved. It also has a devastating effect on our financial and economical society. And thirdly, there is a revolving door that contributes to the unwed, uneducated, struggling mothers of the United States. The first problem associated with teen pregnancy is the elemental factors which create financial and psychological strains and limitations on the families involved. Parenthood, as we all know, is the leading cause for young girls to drop out of high school, sometimes unable to ascertain their diploma or GED. Statistically, most will never attend or finish college and never be able to come off of financial assistance until they're well into their 30s. Young parents are forced to acquire low-level, minimum wage jobs, and that's where they stay. According to Dr. Dominique Brooks, more than half of teen parents have no child support agreement in place, and only 29% who do have a legal agreement receive any type of child support at all. 8 out of 10 teen dads do not marry the mother of their child, according to DoSomething.org. Many young parents are forced to rely on families, friends, and low-budget daycare facilities to watch and raise their children while they try to finish school or work. Some young adults lose their social, political, and even educational statuses because of premarital relations. I personally knew a girl in high school who had to drop out of high school, give up her title as Miss Sumter County, where we were raised, because of a teen pregnancy. Statistics through Guttmacher Institute also show that children who are born to teenage mothers are immediately placed at a greater risk for developing social, physical, and behavioral issues. The second problem associated with teen pregnancy is the negative impact it has on our economy. More than half of all mothers on welfare had their first child as a teenager. In fact, 2/3 of families began by young unmarried mothers and are considered poor parents and often the first cause in illiteracy in children, according to DoSomething.org. The federal government is having to pay out for food stamps, cash assistance, Medicaid insurance, welfare support, all because of our reproducing youth. This creates a financial deficit which gradually increases every single day. Some reports even suggest that teen pregnancies cost the U.S. almost $11 billion a year. This includes the increased cost for foster care, incarceration rates among teen parents, as well as the long-term tax revenue that we lose. This leaves us with the reality that, statistically speaking, teen pregnancies can snowball and directly affect not only teen parents, but also the children which are born. For example, according to Dr. Brooks, boys who are born to mothers under the age of 19 are 13% more likely to become incarcerated before the age of 18. Daughters born to teen mothers are 20% more likely to have their own child before the age of 20. And children of both sexes have lower standardized testing scores than any other children in the United States. Now that we understand some of the main problems associated with teen pregnancy, let's describe its causes. Many adolescents face a variety of obstacles that could aid in the occurrence of an unplanned pregnancy. According to the Office of Adolescent Health, for a start, sexually active teens in the U.S. are less likely to use a contraceptive method that includes condoms or the use of hormonal methods such as birth control. Secondly, not all parents, schools, or youth organization programs have sexual education programs for the youth. Without proper guidance and instructions, children develop a distorted perception of normal and safe sexual practices. Social media, television, internet, pornography, peers, and even some family members are influencing our youth and depicting sex in a more provocative, accepted, and expected form of social interaction. Children are constantly being desensitized to sex through all of their actions and even advertisement. Some teens are even gear their own beliefs towards the means of sex as a form of social acceptance. And this is a sad reality that we face every day. Without confidence, available resources, and contraceptive options, more teens are actively participating in unprotected sex every day. Surveys conducted by the Office of Adolescent Health revealed that among adolescents who participated in regular sex acts, only 25% actually used contraceptive. Many students in public schools around the country report to have never had any knowledge of any access to free clinics or facilities provided for them. Research has shown that in the U.S., those who become pregnant are less likely to choose abortion, and this could be due to the fact that the resources of abortion are not readily available. In 87% of the United States, there are no abortion providers available for the young society, according to the Office of Adolescent Health. Now that we understand some of the contributing factors associated with teen pregnancy, let's hear some solutions that can help this devastating problem. Teen and unplanned pregnancies is a problem that affects everyone, and there are several ways that I hope we can help to solve this problem. It all starts at home. Parents play a more crucial role in the prevention of unplanned teen pregnancy than one can realize. Parents should be encouraged to take an active role in their teen's social life. Also, parents should have an open dialogue with their children about expectations to consider for acceptable and appropriate sexual behavior. Children who are not properly supervised and do not have rules at home more often participate in drugs, alcohol, resulting in more teen pregnancies. They should be taught how to protect themselves. They should be taught how to carry on. Knowledge is power. And by this thesis, I draw a well-accepted understanding. Even if teens are participating in sexual activity, if they knew how to properly protect themselves and their partners, this may help bring down the levels of teen pregnancy in the United States. If suitable medical facilities, documentation, and tracking systems are put into effect, that could help lessen the spread of STDs, unplanned pregnancies, and health conditions that overall affect our youth. Outlets for teens to speak to trusted peers, group officiates, and teachers to provide safe and trusted confidential environments for teens to have counseling regarding their sexual behaviors are necessary. Many awareness prevention programs are already in play, but these agencies are not required, but are profound, and I feel can make a big difference if they are required. Bringing this to a conclusion, I hope that through my speech, you are now more aware of the problems associated with teen pregnancy. I hope you now see some of the factors that contribute to the rise in numbers and some solutions that can help play a role in lessening this issue. Abby had turned her life around. She was 17 and found herself pregnant. She decided to help implement a sex education prevention program in her hometown. Abby's friends, younger siblings, and many peers now avoided the devastation that she has had to face. Many were made aware of the local clinic provided access to, and were provided access to the facility where they receive pregnancy and STD screenings regularly. Abby plans to raise her own child in an environment and plans to teach her the importance of mature decision making when dealing with premarital sex, as well as provide her children with the knowledge to be sexually mature when they do reach that age. In 2011, according to the Guttmacher Institute, nearly half of the 6.1 million pregnancies in the United States were unplanned. Like Abby, please become a role model. Please make smart choices. Share your experiences and your mistakes instead of hiding behind them or wearing them as a badge of honor. Communication with our students, peers, and children, even joining an initiative program to raise awareness, can help strive for solutions with this debilitating problem. This is our future, so let's help make it better.